Okay, I got another video for you. I got a COUNTYLINE 4-foot rotary tiller. It's right now bolted to the shipping frame that came with it. This is all the parts that comes with the rototiller. Got to be assembled. I'm guessing that's a box of bolts and other attachments. Pick up the piece of metal that's got this little container on it, and inside you should be able to find your instructions in there. From these instructions I can see that this plate gets mounted right here, so it looks like I'm going to have to take the tiller off of this frame. Now the bolts that we took out of here that had our parts mounted there for shipment, we're going to throw those away. Remember, when you get ready to put it down on the ground after you get it out of the shipping frame, don't forget to put your little lag on it and put it on the desired hole that you need. Now I'm going to open up the box that came with this shipment. Chains, bolts, everything included. There's everything in the box, and right now we're going to use these two right here. Now on both sides of the tiller I'm going to loosen this bolt up. I'm just loosen that nut up. This is part of the shipping process right here. I'm going to cut that out of there. Now I'm going to put the bolt through there and put the nut on the other side. Later on, if that's too deep, I will adjust it again, or if it's not deep enough, I will make it deeper. Do yourself a favor and hook the chain up. It goes just like this. Put it on the bottom there on that door, hook it up in there. That way it'll hold that bottom door up so you can get your arm in there and tighten up the bolts that need to be tightened. It never showed this in my manual. Now this door's up. Now that this is up, it's not going to fall. I'll just put my leg up against it so it doesn't go anywhere. I'll go ahead and tighten this bolt down, and then I'll tighten the front bolt down. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to take two of these with the lock washers and the nuts. I'm going to put those plates right there. I'm going to attach them to there. Okay, there we have it. Now I'm not going to tighten nothing down yet because I'm going to wait until I get everything together. Then I'll latch it down. Now what I got to do is the top part right here. Okay, like I showed you before, we had this plate. It's got two spacers attached to it. I'm going to take these two spacers off and I'll show you where they go. Now I'm going to take these two big long bolts right here, these two nuts, and these two washers. These last two large bolts will go in the braces. I'm going to take this long one right here. I'm going to stick it right down here. Put this bolt in it. Now, and I'm going to take this right here, and this will go on the inside. That one down there will go on the outside. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and put a bolt in that bottom one. Take this one here, put it on the outside, put the top on the inside, shove it through. Just come back up here. Just take this spacer and this long bolt. I'm going to go ahead and get the bolt started in here. I'll get the spacer started in. Now we'll go ahead and get this other piece right here started in. Find the hole. Right there. Right there it is. Get out of the way here. Got it. Now I can go ahead and tighten everything down. As you can see, I'm using the impact wrench on these. Makes the job a lot easier. These 4 bolts will go to the Pto Shield. Okay, now I got to go down here and put the Pto Shield on. I tightened everything up before I put this on, which I shouldn't have done. But before I go loosen everything up, I want to see if I can get this on. So I got lucky. All I gotta do is tighten these 4 down. Everything's tight. Now let's go to the next step. Now I'm going to take those last 4 little bitty bolts and washers, and I'm going to put that on. It goes right here on the end of the PTO, just like so. I'll go ahead and get it bolted up. Okay, it's on. Those bolts were 7/16. The whole tiller is assembled. One thing I got to do now is put oil in it. You don't want to run these without oil, or else they won't last long. Okay, now I get a 7/8 wrench. Take that plug right there off the top. Go down here and take a 9/16 wrench. Take that plug out of the side. Fill your 90 weight oil into here. When it starts running out there, then it's full. Okay, now I got to put gear oil in the gearbox. I'm going to take that plug right there with my 7/8 wrench. Take it out. I'm going to come down here and I'll take a 9/16 wrench. Get back in here. I'm going to take that plug out. When oil starts coming out of that hole, then it's full. I'm going to come over to the side and throw some grease in that fitting right there. Okay, here's your Pto shaft, at least half of it. Go ahead and take it apart, make it easier to handle. Okay, you want to go ahead and take this bolt out, because once I get it on there, I want to put that bolt back in and tighten it down, because this is going to remain a permanent fixture on the rototiller. This here is your clutches, so in case you hit a rock or it gets binded up, it's not going to twist your shaft. It's going to just, the clutches will slip. Right now is a good time to grease this universal before you put it in and bolt it down. Now once you get it inside there, up on top of here you got this little cover. You just pop this up, move it around. Now you can get your wrench down in there or your socket and ratchet and tighten the bolt up. Going from the top right here, show you what this looks like. If you go down, right there it is. You can tighten it up, socket ratchet, a couple wrenches, whichever is easier for you. I'm going to throw some grease right in that fitting right there. At least that's what it's telling me on the instructions to do.